Hello, if you are new to Conqueror's Blade and you are looking to improve your gear, then this video is for you. The first thing you should know is that in Conqueror's Blade there are 3 tiers of gear. Green one, blue one and the purple one. The green one you are using only at the very start of the game, so it's not very interesting. Because of that, let's focus on the blue ones. If you want to craft the gear, you need to go to the smith. You can find him in the cities by holding tab, and there you have these personal trays and you can click on the smith and it will auto-path you to him. When you create the armor, you have to create the correct type depending on your class. You can check what armor type your class can use by going to skills menu, and there it says what is the best armor for this class. The best armor means it's the heaviest armor which this class can use. So if it says medium armor, then you cannot use heavy, but you can use light. In most cases you want to use this best armor type. Okay, so if I'm playing Nodachi, I can see that I need a medium armor. So I go to the smith, go to create weapon and armor. I can choose the medium armor from this list, and then I see all of them. You are interested in blue ones because that's what everyone uses. And the purple ones are very end game, so you shouldn't worry about them for now. So I need the full set, so the helmet, boots, gloves and armor. And how it goes, I just go to I select this helmet, and as you can see I need one recipe to craft it. And there is possibility that I will get the epic or even legendary craft. And at this point it doesn't really matter, because when you craft armor, the only thing which you should be concerned with is if you get the leadership on it, because leadership allows you to bring more units in your warband. So for example, I have this, all armor pieces have some leadership. The max is 25, so I'm not even close. But yeah, basically you want the best leadership role as you can. But when you craft your first set, you just craft anything, so you have full set. Okay, so about this quality, and it doesn't really matter because this is basic gear. You want to reforge it later, which will change the quality. So the quality at this point doesn't matter. So let's say I will craft these Carnifex boots. And what do I have? I got the epic ones, even with the leadership one, so I was kinda lucky. So this is like a solid first craft, right? You want all your armor pieces to have leadership, because as I said, the more leadership you have, the more units you can bring into the battle. And if you want to then craft the weapon, you can just choose the weapon type. I was thinking about Nodachi, so then I can craft a bunch. And with weapons, it depends on what class you are. For example, for the Nodachi, it's very important to have good slashing damage and penetration roll. With other weapons, let's say longsword, I guess it doesn't really matter. And what Reforge is then? Reforging is what you do at the armorer, just next door to the smith most of the time. And there you have this artificial forge, and there you can upgrade your gear to like better versions, and these are like the standard gear which everyone uses. So let's say I crafted this Banshu, and what I need is the recipe, more resources than the craft, and also these artificial stones. So how it works is that when I reforge it, I also have chance to get a better quality, as you can see. But the most important thing here is that the base stats of Reforged one are much better. I guess I got legendary, which is pretty good. But yeah, as you can see, for example, the slashing damage of this one is much higher. And it's not only because it's legendary, it's also because it's reforged. And another thing is that reforged gear can have much higher bonuses than the like regular gear. So For weapons and for the armors, it's very important to get the reforged ones. So, but all of that is very expensive at the start, I guess. So what is a proper order? What I recommend is that you firstly need the full set of the basic gear. And I would start with the armor because it's far easier to get good value armor. And it's because if you craft the armor, like the basic one, like whatever, you don't even look at what bonuses you have. Just craft one of each to get like full set. So I will just craft some armor. I mean, it's the blue one. It doesn't matter. It has very bad stats. But when I go to Reforge and I reforge it, what is important is that how stronger it is just because it's reforged. As you can see, this one had 2200 HP and this one has 27. So even with base, like this one had bonus health, and this has no, but it's still better. So it's very important to upgrade all of your armors, like regardless of the stats. By the way, I got leadership again, which is very lucky of me, I guess. So you want to have full reforged armor because they have much stronger stats and they give you more health. And then you can worry about upgrading them. So first step is crafting a full set of blue armors. I mean from the blue recipes. And then the next step is to reforge them. Next step would be to create a weapon and reforge it. And I guess then it's just the grind to upgrade them. Because I'm not sure what is the bottleneck at this level because like I no longer use the blue ones anymore. I have like hundreds of them. So I just don't know. But basically what you want to do to like upgrade your gear is that for armor you want to keep crafting the basic ones and do not reforge the one you have. Just craft the basic ones until you have a good roll with the leadership, and by good roll I mean like at least 15, I would say. And then reforge it. But when you reforge it, remember that you can lock one stat. I didn't choose this. Okay, so let's say I want to get better one, so I can lock this leadership so it won't disappear. And then I reforge and maybe I will get something better. And I got, yeah, this is like very good. I mean, not very good because as you can see, it has 1200 HP bonus. I got 700, so not great, not terrible. But yeah, you got the idea. You basically want to craft the basic ones because they are cheaper until you get leadership, and then you reforge it by locking the leadership, and you have good armor with leadership. So yeah, that's the idea for the armors. And for the weapons, it's a bit different because there is not like with crafting basic one, you won't get good stats anyways because the basic ones have much lower this max additional values. So in my opinion, for weapons, it's just better to just keep reforging. Do not bother with crafting the basic ones after you have the first one. So yeah, that would be the basic gear progression. The main bottleneck here is getting resources, and that's just game. And at some point, you will gather enough purple recipes to create the epic sets. And epic sets are better in a way that they have additional bonuses. And epic sets are like each class has own set. So for example, if I want to set for the Nodachi, I need the Nodachi recipes. And there is this set which gives bonuses for Nodachi. And for example, I have the CC immunity on basic attacks when I have epic set. So some classes have very strong bonuses here, some classes has worse. So maybe the ones with words are not really worth crafting them at all. But for example, for Nodachi, it's very worth it. But they are very expensive in a way that you need a lot of these epic schematics, right? And they are very rare because you get them mostly from the events or the battle pass or the ranked rewards. So it's something you gather over a few seasons and then you can craft it, because like to get full set of armor you need at least 8 of them, because 4 for basic gear and 4 for reforging, and then you need more to reforge them to get, you know, a better leadership. And because with epics you don't really want to do this thing where you craft the basic ones and reforge, because the recipe is the bottleneck, so you just have to keep reforging. And then you want to have the weapon. Weapon is just better than the blue one, so it, regardless of the class, if you can afford it, just craft it. Just has better base stats and better max values. For example, this Banshu can have. Oh wait, this is Yamakiri, right? Yeah, this is Yamakiri. It has over 500 slashing damage, and the Banshu, yeah, is only 400. So it's much worse. You get the idea. Okay, so in summary, when you want to upgrade your gear, you aim for the blue recipes, because they are like, it's like the basic gear, like everyone uses it, unless you play a lot and you can afford epic ones. So you do take the blue recipes. Firstly, you create full set of armor, then you reforge this armor, then you create a weapon and reforge it. And then depending on your class, because some classes are very dependent on the weapon, then you have to like keep reforging the weapon to get the better one. And if your class doesn't really need the best weapon, then you just focus on creating new armors and you have leadership. And if you have good leadership role, then you reforge it while locking it to not lose it. And then you have good gear. So yeah, that's the basic armor progression. And I will give you one more bonus tip. As you can see, there's this use bound material and bronze coins. And what it means is that what you create will be bound, so you cannot sell it on the market. And to create something unbound, you need unbound recipe and unbound materials, which are kind of rare. As you can see, let's say how many materials I have, the bound ones, and unbound ones, it's like I don't have any recipes, right? So the thing with that is that like all the silver I have comes from the selling gear with the leadership. So if you gather some recipes and these materials, just keep crafting armors. And if you get the leadership, you just sell it for the nice silver. And if you get a very good leadership role, like for example 20 something, it's like almost like 500,000 silver and you are set for a long time. So yeah, that's a nice trick to get some silver. Like all my silver comes through this method, so I recommend. Alright, so I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, then leave a like and subscribe. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.